So welcome to today's top tip. Today I'd like to talk about the difference between a reactive person and a proactive person. Hoping, of course, that when you finish watching this, you can recognize very quickly whether you are being one or the other. And I'm giving you a couple of scenarios, and the first one is the reactive person who sends an email. And what they will do is they'll send an email and just hope something comes back from it. That's reactive. A proactive person, though, will do one of two things. They will either agree a time and date to follow up that email with the decision maker while they're speaking to them, or if they're not speaking to the decision maker, they will then, in their email, last paragraph, mention, look forward to speaking to you, following this up this time next week or next Thursday at 3. And the great thing about doing that is it gives you a bit of leverage, because when the gatekeeper is saying to you, is he expecting your call? You can say, yes, he is. I did say I'd call back at 3. And you did say you'd call back at 3. So that's one way. The second way is when you are in a situation where you constantly are not getting any responses. I'm sure you all relate to this. You're ringing people, you're not getting through, and you're starting to get slightly demotivated. A reactive person will just accept that. A proactive person will do a couple of things as well. They might look at the list they're using and decide see if any of them are connected on LinkedIn as a first connection. And if they are connected, what they will do is they will take advantage of the voice note that's in the message on LinkedIn. You can send a message, there's an audio, you press it for 1 minute, you can absolutely leave a voice message. And it's brilliant because your prospect hears your voice, and nothing beats hearing somebody's voice. The third and final thing is if you're in a sector where you place people or you do work placements or apprentices, for instance, and you've agreed with an employer that they will go ahead with that person, you've signed them up, and you're speaking to the employer about that. Now, what a reactive person might do is go, brilliant, sign, everything's fine, I'll call you in a few weeks to see how things go. That is a reactive person. A proactive person will use that opportunity while they've got the employer to actually agree a time and date to call back again. And they might say something along the lines of, I'm really keen to continue to support you and the person we've placed. So what I'd like to do is, if we can organise now while I've got you, this could be online, if we could organise now while I've got you, the next online meeting in 4 weeks' time, so at least then we can review, see how things are going. What's your diary looking like in, perhaps week commencing so-and-so? Because what that does is then makes you start to have a pattern. You can start to build the relationship with the employer, and there's no trying to then try and get hold of them after because you didn't secure a meeting. So that's it for today. They are my top tips on the difference between reactive and proactive. Do give it a try, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.